Hello everybody and welcome back to Operation Logistics, where apparently the kettle is going off right now. You might be able to hear that. But first I want to kind of smooth out this line here a little bit. About like so. 0.075 seems good. And then we'll smooth this line out here a little bit. 0.0325. And then we'll smooth out this ever so slightly. About like that. So that feels just a little bit more smooth. We're going to do the same thing here actually. We're just going to take this back for aerodynamic purposes a little bit. 0.125 seems good. And I'm just wondering what's going on with these faces here. Do we need to recalculate those? No, I think they're just a little awkward. But that actually looks pretty good there. I'm okay with this. I'm just going to then extrude in this a little bit for a little bit of added detail there. Yeah, that's nice. And then we're going to continue working on this wheel well. So the first thing I'd like to do is I would like to grab this line here and this line here and just bring them together a little bit. Apparently we can't scale them on the x-axis. That's a little weird. I guess we'll do it one line at a time. We'll bring this in about 0.2. That was out. 0.2. There we go. And we'll do the same thing over here. There we go. Now I do want to make these wheels slightly larger. About 25% larger, I think. And now we're going to need to go ahead and grab this up a little bit to about right here or so, which means that the whole thing is going to need to come up to about right here or so. And we're also going to need to grab the wheels forward a little bit, like that. Excellent. And then we will just grab this, extrude it down to about right here. And then we'll grab this, and I'm wondering where the vertices are here. I think we can go ahead and delete this face real quick. Like so. And then we can grab these vertices, perhaps? They're attached over here. We'll go ahead and delete that face, and we'll just connect up right here. Now, I am noticing that we are a bit off in our side-to-side ratio here, which is striking me as odd. Now why would that be? Let's just go ahead and make a loop cut right down the middle here. And delete this over here. And we're just going to mirror modifier this, so we don't have to worry about it. Not on the x-axis, on the y-axis. Thank you very much. Okay. Now we're going to want to go ahead and bring this over on the y-axis to 0. And close all of this up. So we're just going to want to grab everything that we can over here and place that at 0 on the y-axis. At 0 on the y-axis. There we go. Okay. I want to delete this face because we weren't properly connected up. And then we can do that. Excellent. Got a bit of a gap over here. Can fix that easily enough. Like that. Same thing over here. Excellent. And then we can connect up over here. Perfect. And then what's going on here? Ah, yes. We need to extrude these on the y-axis to 0. And close that up like that. And then we can simply do this. Excellent. Now, I mean, this is a bit harsh here. There's no doubt about that. We could potentially grab this and smooth it out a bit by coming like this or so. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, that'll do the trick. Now, as far as the rest of this goes, we're going to want to go ahead and ditch these faces, as well as these faces, because we're going to extrude this down so that this connects up here. So let's go ahead and do that. Extrude this on the z-axis so that these vertices are at the same z as these vertices over here. We're going to need to extrude this down as well. So, there we go. Okay. Next, I'm going to make a triangle there, and a triangle there, as well as a triangle right there. There we go. Connect these up here. I'm wondering what these verts are doing here. They don't need to exist. Yep, those verts can go away. And then we'll just make a triangle here, and a quad here, to flatten that out. Excellent. And now, we're just going to extrude this here for the trailer hitch back to how far? About 2? Something like that? That looks about right. And then we're going to need a double wheel well. So we're just going to go ahead and Control R. And we're going to position this back about -0.5. Like so. Okay, now we're going to duplicate the wheels. And we're going to position them -4. And about 0.8, 0.75, just 0.7, 0.6 is too little. I think 0.7 is about right. Yeah, that should be about right. Okay, now we're going to grab this and move this over about 0.75. There we go. And then we can go ahead and move these up to be somewhere around here-ish. Okay, I think I got to my mute button in time for the sneezing. Excellent. Okay, so with this double wheel well here, we are definitely going to be needing a loop cut in here, which unfortunately is going to loop cut the entire mesh up, well, up to here. It's not the worst, I guess. So we're going to want this to be right about here. And then from here, we will simply move in this edge right here along the x-axis to be about here. And then this edge to be about here. I want this edge to move in a little further, actually. Don't I? It's not feeling right. Maybe this one should go straight down? Hang on. What are we doing here? What am I doing here? We need the X position here. So this one's straight down. This one could also go straight down, I suppose. About like that. That'll do. Okay. Do we need another loop cut here? I don't know if we do or not. What we do need to do is we definitely do need to move these out about 0.15 like so. And then the same thing here. Hang on, I grabbed too much there, I think. Grab 0.15 along the y-axis. There we go. Grab 0.15 along the y-axis. Perfect. Okay, so we can see that those are sticking out here. So we should probably raise the height of the bed here a little bit. So the way we're going to do that is by going into front view, grabbing this, and just raising this up. About like that. However, I'm looking at that, and I don't want these vertices included. So I'm not going to include those vertices, and I think these as well. So we'll just grab this, move it up by about 0.05. Like so. Keep that nice and flat. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So we now need to just get these wheel wells actually in here. So I think what we're going to need to do there is I think we're actually going to need... Well, actually, what if we were to take these and grab them down kind of like that? We'll have to clean up this. That's not the end of the world. Delete that face there, and delete that face there. And then we would just need to extrude this along the y-axis until this is at 0. Like so. And just grab those 3 vertices like that. I'm not sure where this vertice came from, but whatever. We'll go with it. Now I want to delete these faces. And let's just take a quick gander here. Delete that face as well. I don't like that. Okay. Let's just go ahead and grab these vertices and smooth out this line a little bit. Nope, let's not. This vertice is messing us up. Let's delete that vert. And just get rid of it. I mean, we could just fully merge these, theoretically. So we would want to then Alt-M to merge the vertices, but we want to do it at last, the last vertice that we selected. Alt-M at last. Well, that's okay. And we could just grab these here and move them down a little bit. Are we in proportional edit mode? No. Oh, it's the mirror modifier that I'm seeing. Right. We want to grab these as well. And move it down to be about like that or so. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're not going to be seeing it from any awkward angles probably anyway, so it should be fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and extrude this up to be at the same Z value as this here. And then we're just going to, hang on, the same Z value. I guess it is. The same Z value. Okay, that makes more sense. We're gonna do something over here. I want to do the same thing, which means that this face would need to go. So we'll do the same thing here. And then how do we want to connect all this up at this point? Well, we're going to need a face there for sure. So we'll take that over to there. And something kind of like that, although I honestly hate it. We'll do more like that for that connection. Okay, And then how do we want to do this? Well, I think the way to do that is extrude this out to this Y value. Connect there. Connect there. Although that's kind of clipping in at this point. We could just extrude this up. Okay, so delete this vertice. We could just extrude this up this direction until we hit this Z position. Like this. I mean, these don't have to be super detailed wheel wells, right? So it should be fine. Extrude it up to this Z position. It should be the same Z position. There we go. And then we would need one over here as well. So kind of like that, then. And then we would need a face here. And a face here. Okay, that'll do the trick. I'm reasonably content with that. So there's the cab done for the truck. However, it is time to put in a cut here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will start working on the trailer. Subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.